What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great, happy new year. Today is 2025, and some of you, it's already day 2 of 2025. But anyways, we're going to go over the whole DeMayo debacle with Disney and just in general how this whole race swapping thing came to be. So first off, we have to start with the fact that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man aired a trailer, and Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn both were African-American characters. Now, the way they kind of swapped is they actually swapped a lot of characters. You know, they gave a more atmosphere of Peter was an outcast, you know, and there was many other characters that were changed. Obviously, Harry Osborn doesn't look at all like Harry Osborn, but at the same time, I didn't even know that was Harry Osborn until I really looked into it. Norman Osborn looks exactly the same, except he has a darker skin tone. But not everybody saw that as something that was okay. But first, I do want to point out the fact that Harry Osborn has always been a secondary character. He's never been a main character, so his skin color does not matter. He has never been a main pushed character. You could say in the new Ultimate Spider-Man, you know, comics, yes, but at the same time, nobody's ever complained and said, oh my god, they changed Harry Osborn. It's just kind of like a thing now that people are doing just because there's rage bait and everything else and that kind of stuff going on. But at the same time, if a character's background and whatnot is them being African-American descent, Latino descent, you know, like Miles Morales. Miles Morales is, you know, Afro-Latino. He needs to be both. You don't change him to a white character. You just don't. That's why there's Peter Parker, who's white. There's Miles Morales, who's Afro-Latino. So, with that being said, I do want to dive into this because I think it is very important. So, first up, DeMayo went on to say, hey, Marvel Studios, please stop race swapping white villains to black people. It reads, quote unquote, funny. And he goes on to mention like High Evolutionary, Kang the Conqueror, Norman Osborn, Electro, and Mordo. If you don't know, Electro was black in Spider-Man Homecoming. Mordo, obviously, one of Doctor Strange's nemesis, is African-American in the movies. And then you have Kang, High Evolutionary, which Kang is a descendant of Reed Richards or Doctor Doom. Both which are white. People are going to say, well, Doctor Doom is Romani. He still has white skin tone. End of discussion on that. I'm so tired of that. That's another thing that I think pisses me off is people have to say, well, Wanda, Pietro, you know, all these characters, they're not white. They have lighter skin tone. They are not African-American or Hispanic. I am Hispanic. My skin color is brown. You know, it makes sense for certain characters, and Wanda's changed throughout the years. Pietro's changed throughout the years. Magneto, Kang, all these, but Kang has always been white. Now, with Kang changing, Jonathan Majors, though, is the best actor for the role. Kang has never been confirmed to be a descendant of Reed or Doctor Doom. Just they're saying possibly, at least for Doctor Doom's part. Anyways, let's go into the next part. And then this is where it gets juicy. Then fans go on to say this. Remember when you changed Sunspot's skin tone? And DeMayo replied with, asked and answered. This was a Marvel directive. Crew members and I brought up his Afro heritage multiple times. They wanted Latino representation on the team since Storm and Bishop were already black. So that kind of changes something on that perspective where I didn't see many people pushing back. But I do want to read you exactly what Sunspots is essentially by Marvel guides or by old comics. You can look at him. He's definitely a specific race. Here we go. Roberto da Costa is the son of an Afro-Brazilian millionaire, Emmanuel da Costa, and his American wife, Nina, an archaeologist. Roberto first manifested his superhuman mutant powers when at the age of 14. He was played in a championship soccer match for his school team in Rio de Janeiro. I apologize if I butchered that, but I mean, realistically, where he's from? Brazil. He also has African-American descent. He also has a darker skin tone. This shouldn't be something that I have to explain to people that people like honestly don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. But then people went on to post something stupid like this. John Bogley posted the voice actor and posted a white voice actor. Why does the voice actor matter about the character if the voice actor is never going to be seen physically and can put on a impression? Like, when I say that, I mean like, okay, let's use this for example. I know this is gonna sit, people are gonna be like, what? Stephen Bloom. is Wolverine, right? We know him in Wolverine and Marvel Rivals. We know him in Wolverine and Hulk vs. Wolverine. We know him as Tank Dempsey. Usually plays white characters. He also plays Venom. Last time I checked, Venom's not a white character. Venom's not a black character. Venom's a creature. Venom's out in space. He's just Venom, you know? And Steven Blum sounds great as Venom. You could do thousands of other actors, and it wouldn't matter, you know? Let's go into another character that a lot of you seem to forget is not the same as their voice actor. Kratos, the god of war. Greek mythology, right? Okay. Terrence C. Carson is the original Kratos. He's not white. Christopher Judge is the most recent Kratos that everybody loves, right? He's not white. Neither one of them look anything like Kratos, but yet they are amazing voice actors in their own character. Like, honestly, in my opinion, I think Terrence is better, but they're Kratos. They're iconic. That is Kratos. The voice actor doesn't have to look like the character unless they are going to be adapted into live action. People change their voices. People change their this. People change their that. It's the same instance with how people are getting mad at Robert Downey Jr. for not being Romani for playing Victor Von Doom. Romani can have lighter skin tones. Romani can have darker skin tones. Show me a picture of Doctor Doom being brown. Go ahead. I can wait. I mean, show me a picture. Do I have Doom on my wall? No, I don't. I have his comics somewhere over here, but Doctor Doom is never brown. And Robert Downey Jr. was the best choice. The Russo brothers said so. Kevin Feige said so. So there you go. I don't know how this is a conversation that we're arguing. And, you know, if you want to make it even better, Bo DeMayo, and once again, I'm not defending any of the allegations that happened in Marvel Studios, but, I mean, and this is going to carry over in a minute because he had great ideas with X-Men. He was a comic reader. He loved them growing up. He gave us great episodes. This was one of the most highly praised shows for Rotten Tomatoes and for Marvel. And then he also gives us great things like, what if Matt Murdock hadn't lost his sight? What if Natasha hadn't left the Red Room? What if Natasha had recruited Hawkeye as a double agent? What if S.H.I.E.L.D. invaded Wakanda? What if Steve Rogers ran for president? What if Namor allied with Wakanda? What if Captain America recruited Pete? And a couple more. What if Hela hadn't been banished? What if Vision and Wanda hadn't gotten a divorce? What if the Mandarin's wife hadn't died? What if Icarus hadn't fled Earth? What if Nick Fury had been swapped with a Skrull in Captain Marvel? And these are all great things that we wanted. People are like, oh, what if is so lame? What if is Captain Carter's show? And guess what? I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but I looked into it after seeing this post. When you realize that what if writers are writing the second season of X-Men 97? We're going to watch X-Men 97 go into a hole. They're going to change a lot of things. They're probably not going to go down the evil Cyclops route. They're probably not going to go down the Kang the Conqueror route with Rama Tut. They're probably not going to go down as much Apocalypse. They're probably not going to do a lot of things. And guess what? I wouldn't be surprised if Captain Carter appeared in the show and ended up being a mutant, and we realized that Uwadu sent her there as his last wish or something. Yeah. So, at the same time, I understand things are, you know, certain characters shouldn't be race swapped. Heck, I defended Sentry should only be a white, blonde-haired character because that's what he looks like. Or, like, Wolverine should always be a short, jacked guy. Well, guess what? I was proven wrong with Hugh Jackman. But, like, certain characters need to be... You would never make Monica Rambeau white. You would never make Sam Wilson white. You would never make Miles Morales white. It's a two-sided street. Everything's got to be equal. So, like, when they're live-action characters, I totally understand. But when you're saying a voice actor, it's whoever's the best for the role. Just so we know, I can't remember, Shamik Moore, the crash out from Miles Morales, he will never be live-action Miles Morales. Bro is like 40. Just take that in mind. And that's no disrespect. But he would never be Miles Morales. Just like Haley Steinfeld will never be Spider-Gwen. Just throwing it out there. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you have a great day.